Hello, Mr. Combs. It is Dr. Lee again. In 2018, I posted my first video addressed to you. Then the second video in the beginning of the year 2022. I remember telling you in that 2022 video that I saw you holding a baby. And from what I saw in the dream, I knew the baby was definitely connected to you. In the dream, I couldn't tell if the baby was a boy or girl. But later that year, you announced a new addition to your family, a beautiful baby girl. So the baby that I saw was a little girl. I haven't posted anything on YouTube in a couple of years. So let me say congratulations to you now on your beautiful new addition to your family. Well, now it is the year 2025. And here I go again with the third video addressed to you. From 2018 to 2025, through my dreams, the Most High, the I am that I am, infinite intelligence, the divine God, has shown me all sorts of dreams concerning you. I kept the dreams in my mind and wondered about their meaning. Having all these dreams, wondering their meaning, kind of remind me of Jacob/Israel in the Bible and how he wondered the meaning of his son Joseph's dreams. In Genesis 37:11, it states, and I have a couple of different translations, but it states the King James Bible says, and his brethren envied him, but his father observed the saying. The New King James Version says it this way. Again, this is Genesis 37:11. And his brothers envied him, but his father kept the matter in mind. The New Living Translation says, but while his brothers were jealous of Joseph, his father wondered what the dream meant. And the last translation I have is the Amplified Bible. Joseph's brothers were envious and jealous of him, but his father kept the words of Joseph in mind, wondering about their meaning. For more info, see Genesis 37, and it tells the story of Joseph's dreams. The dreams I have had concerning you from 2018 to now 2025 made me wonder, what does that mean? For most of the dreams, as time progressed, I later understood what I was seeing, mostly because of all the events that have been publicized concerning you. So you can kind of have an idea of the type of things that I saw in my dreams that made me wonder, what does this mean? And why am I seeing this? One dream, I would call it the alcohol dream. I know you kind of went through something according to the news with the alcohol brand that you had, but it was the alcohol dream. The other dream that I have, the second dream I have down here, is the yacht dream. I saw a yacht, and the yacht was connected to you, and it was different activity, but that was the yacht dream. But I didn't know why I was seeing a yacht. Didn't make any, sense to me because I don't know you personally and don't really know a whole lot about you professionally, but the little stuff I have learned through the internet and through the news broadcasting or whatever is popping up here and there. But it was the yacht dream. Then another dream that I had was the electrifying romantic encounters. Now I was puzzled with that dream rather, and what I was seeing with the electrifying events or whatever. But now it make a little more sense. And another dream that I had that now I understand what the dream means. I would call it the stress and the S. And in that dream, I could see you and you were stressed. I mean, you were really stressed. And then out of your mouth, like it was a big event going on, but you weren't in the event. You was, I don't know if it was your event, who event it was, but you was off by yourself and while the event was going on, and you were so stressed you could just see it. Like I just looking at you, I could see it, and out of your mouth, you stated that she wanted money. And when you said that, I knew it was an ex. Whom I didn't know, who, what, or why. But that's all I saw. You were stressed and an ex wanted money. So now, looking back in hindsight, all this stuff has started to make a little more sense to me. So like I said, Jacob, Israel, he kind of pondered this stuff and he wanted to know what it meant. I would wonder what a lot of this stuff meant. But as time progressed, each one of those things made more sense to me. Let me move on because I came here to share 2 dreams I had concerning you since you have been where you are currently located. I am not sure how things work where you are located. I am not sure what you can and cannot do or what you can and can't access. But I know you can receive books where you're currently located. Earlier this year, I was led to write down some dreams I had about you in a book, a short book, very, 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 very short. And then I was led to write down the second of the dreams I had since you had been locked up in a follow-up book. After I wrote them, I was then led to publish the 2 books concerning you on Amazon. Now, a few months later, I'm led to make this video addressed to you and post it. Like I say, it's been years since I've been on here, so I was led to do this once again. I plan on putting the links of the 2 books in the description of the video, but just in case, the books should be able to be found by the titles and my name, Dr. Lee, Dr. Li. And the first book title is Dreams About Mr. Combs. And the second book is titled Seeing Mr. Combs. And both of them like yellow, like some type of yellow tint, however. Very, very basic, nothing sporty. Just I was been led to just write it and then publish it, and to, I guess, in other ways, document it. So I wrote it and I did what I was led to do, and that was earlier this year in 2025. So my point is that I am being an obedient servant and following the guidance of the Holy Spirit. So whatever the Most High, the I am that I am, infinite intelligence, the divine God has planned and wants to do with all of this, it is on him, not my business. I am just the tool, the messenger. So if he wants you to get this message by video, by book, or if he uses someone that can contact or asks you to tell you about it, that is on him. Again, not my business. Also, I want to mention, I wrote you a long letter and included it in one of the books. It is too much to mention here. Anyhow, the two dreams I'm going to share with you now, I dreamed them both since you have been located in your current location. The first dream, I'm going to call it the cliff dream. In this dream, I could see you. And sometimes when I have these dreams, it's like I'm looking at like at a movie, it's like on a movie screen. Only way I can explain it. And sometimes these dreams are like, I'm like following the person around. It's like I can see everything. So they come different ways, but it's like I could see you. And you were standing on this high cliff, and you were standing on the edge of it, and you were looking out over the world, and the view was like extraordinary, beautiful. I mean, it was very, very, very high. And I was looking at you, and then the next thing you do, you start to climb down. And so when you start to climb down, my view changed, and I can see you going down, and your feet landed on a lower ground. But it was a level ground. It just wasn't as high as the cliff that you were standing out, and looking out on the looking out at the view. So when you climb down to like the lower level, just the level ground, just the way I can explain it best, it was like the most interesting thing that I mean, I don't think I could even like come up with something like this. Never seen this before in my life. But when your feet hit the ground, you start walking towards this big old like lake. I would call it a lake, a pond lake. And you got to the lake, and I'm watching you. And with this lake, it was so interesting. The lake was filled with trash, garbage. So think about having a lake with water, and take the water out and fill it with all kinds of trash, garbage. So I'm looking at you, and you proceed to get in the trash, the lake, and you start to swim across it. And if you can picture you swimming like across it, like and it's almost like you swimming and you climbing. If you can imagine, I don't know how deep the trash was, so I don't even know who trash was. I don't know if it was your garbage trash or somebody else, or it was a mixture. I don't know. All I know, it was trash. It was a big old lake. And I watched you as you work your way across this lake of garbage, this lake of trash. And as I watched you, you got over to the other side. And when you made it to the other side, you pulled yourself out, and you stood on solid level ground. And what I noticed was you had no dirt on you. You had no trash, no garbage. You would think that a person swimming, climbing, pulling himself through a big old lake filled with filthy trash and garbage, that you would have come out dirty. But you came out, you were standing tall, and you were clean. So I want to tell you that may mean something to you in your current situation. Now, personally, me, I have two interpretations for that, but time will tell what it means. But I was led to let you know that it may mean something to you. And the next dream I had, and it was like very, very short. Like I said, it's been this year, 2025, while you have been in your current situation. And in that dream, you were on the dance floor, and you were dancing. And you were dancing like almost like a relief, like dancing. But it was a lot of other people. Couldn't tell you who that was around you, but you were just dancing. And if I didn't know it was you, I would have thought it was just a regular, person that you would see at somebody just out enjoying himself dancing. But it was just, it was nothing like, I could say, just like special, or like to contrast the two dreams with the garbage and you dancing. This one was just you dancing, but you were just dancing like relaxed, or how can I say, just like enjoying yourself or taking it easy. I don't know, but that's the best way I can explain it. So with these things that I see, I do my best to explain what I see, because a lot of times certain things will mean more to the person that I'm dreaming about, because they know this situation, they know what they're going through, and sometimes I may not have the full picture, but after things happen, it makes more sense to me. And so with this, I want to just share what I've been shown, and I want to tell you. So whatever the Most High wants to do with this, it's on him. Also, I want to tell you this. Romans 8:28. Now, I love the Bible. I love reading the Bible. Anybody that knows me knows this. But this is one of my verses. You want me to quote something, this will be one of my top like verses that I just, I bring this up all the time into my mind, to my, my thought process. But Romans 8:28, King James Bible, it says, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose. And what's so important is God will use in everything to, how can I say, for us, for his purpose. He can use the good, the bad, the ugly. And in life, we go through all kinds of different things. Some things we cause, some things other cause, some things just happen. And sometimes, we get ourselves in a rut, and we're like, oh my. But then after the rut, you see how God used that to bring you closer to him. So I just want to put that verse out because I was led to tell you this verse. So I tell you the verse according to his purpose. So whatever his purpose is. Mr. Combs, I leave you with this. There is nothing like peace. In the Bible, Philippians 4, verse 6 through 7, this is the King James Version, and it tells us, be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. And the peace of God, which passes all understanding, shall keep your hearts and mind through Christ Jesus. Mr. Combs, we must learn to guard our peace and guard against certain choices, certain environments, certain desires, certain people, certain places, certain things, etc. In other words, I'm telling you to protect your peace and keep it moving. Be blessed and grow your relationship with the Lord. I'm Dr. Lee, and let go, let God, and keep it moving.